So like we're really reaching a point here, but this is like a two-parter. The first thing is going to be related to additional paid-in capital for these. When these are purchased over par, then there's like additional paid-in capital. We'll take a look, see if this is an example that has additional paid-in capital. Let's take a quick look. On March 6, XYZ Corporation issued for cash 15,000 shares of no par common stock at $30. Account, debit, credit. On March 6th, issued for cash. 30 or 15,000 shares. So they most likely received 45,000 in cash. First off, just for cash, 15,000 shares. Gosh, I kind of forgot what. So like, jeez, issue for cash. I'll just write common style for now. Okay. At no par. We'll figure it out if there's some other thing. And we could write like how many shares. For example, 15,000 shares at no par. And what the heck does that even mean, no par? But so these were issued out 45,000. No par at $30. I don't know. No par means. I don't know if that means like par par preferred 22. I don't know if no par means zero, as in like it was supposed to be $0, but then they actually they way overpaid. So like there should be additional paid-in capital. So like this is an example. This could be wrong though. But like for example, if this is in fact $0, because like it's zero par, pretty much. So then there would be additional paid-in capital of this common stock because it was paid 30 over the market price, over the par price. So like that's an example of additional paid-in capital. But here's another one. They issued at par 1,000 shares of preferred stock. So here's one, April 13th. The cash, they issued at par 1,000 shares of preferred stock. 10,000 or 1,000 shares. For stock, $40 par. So this one's sold for par pretty much. So then like they would pay 40,000 in cash and then 40,000 preferred stock. I'm not sure if it's preferred stock. So next one, May 19th, they issued for cash 15,000 shares of preferred stock. Okay. 15,000 shares. $40 par. Alright, $40 par at $42 pretty much. So what that means is this, pretty much. So like 15,000 shares at 40 par. Oh, they issued that. It wasn't paid in. Hold on. It might. I don't think it's APIC for. Oh, okay. It's actually paid in capital in excess of par. Paid in capital in excess of par. Yeah. Paid in capital of excess of par. Issuance of preferred stock at par. Okay, so like this isn't correct here. This is 45,000. That's correct. Issuance of preferred stock at par. That's correct. But then this is gonna be addition. It could be APIC, additional paid in capital in excess of par. Preferred stock. Okay, it's kind of like a mouthful, but like for example, the cash. Like the total amount of cash that was received, this additional paid in capital, right? So like 15,000 shares at $42 was actually what was received, okay? But the actual preferred stock, which is sold at par, is only 60,000. So then like, because that's how much was issued at par, so then there was an excessive amount, an excessive par, which is 30,000. So that's what APIC additional paid in capital is. But there's like another part of it, like that's important, which is like the first off, there's gonna be like a declaration, and then there's gonna be the there's gonna be like the recording, and then there's gonna be the the actual. Kind of forgot. It's like there's three parts to it. Like they first like declare it, and then they like record it, and then they distribute it. Pretty much. Those are like the three steps. But then the recording part there's no entry required. No entry required. Important date in connection with the cash dividend of 75,000 on February 26. So like, for example, the date, the account, debit, credit, the date February 26th. For example, this would be the day of declaration. Declare 75. Declare cash dividend. So, well, pretty much like that'd be like 75,000 probably the debit. I'm not exactly sure. Kind of forgot how to do this, but like most likely it comes out of cash. So 75,000 probably credit out of cash. I could be wrong. I'm gonna double check this, but there's gonna be no entry required for March 30th because this is just like the recording part of it. But then the actual distribution of it on April 2nd. Well, let's see. Gosh, how is this distributed? Like, and then like, how would you write into the journal entry? It's really been a minute. So, retained earnings. Oh, and it's like, oops. This is really important, actually. I completely forgot how to do this, but actually what it is, gosh, this is actually super important. It's actually retained earnings. That's gonna be where the dividend comes out of. It's actually retained earnings, not cash. And then it's gonna be dividends payable. Actually, dividend payable. Alright, so no entry on Marble 3rd, and then dividends payable, 75,000, and then the cash. You say cash, retained earnings or cash dividend. This is a really important thing. Not only the additional paid in capital in excess of par journal entries, but as well as like the dividend payable, the declaration recording distribution recording of the dividend in the journal entry, super important.